Chapter 16. I knew. A few weeks later, it's the day of your wedding. For the second time, Ruby and Margaret are once again at your side, helping you get ready. Am I the only one feeling a bit of deja vu? You look at your reflection in the mirror, your necklace catching the line. The hair, the jewelry. It's almost like I've been here before. Ruby and Margaret laugh. I knew it wouldn't be long before you got the wedding redo you and my brother deserve. But I imagine that redo would take place at the same beautiful courtyard or the grand parlor. Instead, we're cleaning up in the bathroom like it's high school prom. What do you have against Drunk Tank? The stains, don't get me wrong, it's a cozy vibe, but not exactly romantic. I mean, come on, Trystan's royalty. You both deserve a fancy venue. The Central Park Hotel was gorgeous, but it holds bad memories. The Drunk Tank is a chance to create new memories. The last time I planned to walk down the aisle, I ended up having to say goodbye to my uncle. Today, I start the next chapter of my life as Trystan's forever partner. Ruby meets her gaze through the mirror and breaks into a warm smile, patting her eyes dry. And all your friends are here to be a part of it. Alice runs in, excitedly nipping at your heel. Sounds like Alice agrees. And believe it or not, having the ceremony here was Trystan's idea. Trystan Thorne is in the rich prince who refuses to sleep on the bed sheets below a 400 count thread count. He could have booked a private island if you let him. He knew I wanted to keep the wedding intimate, so he compromised. That's one of the most romantic things I've ever heard. My brother is maturing after all. Ruby and Margaret laugh as you catch sight of the time on the clock. I was supposed to get dressed 20 minutes ago. I promised Trystan I wouldn't keep him waiting. Let me show you the wedding ensemble I whipped up. She unzips the garment bag hanging on the door hook behind you, revealing a show-stopping wedding gown. The embroidery, the lace, it's stunning. Are those crystals? All sewn by hand and imported from my favorite vendor in Milan. Margaret, you outdid yourself. It's like straight out of a fairy tale. Death do us part, or Lovebird. Both look fine. This actually reminds me of someone I know. Margaret and Ruby help you in your new wedding ensemble. One final button and you're ready to go. You turn to see yourself in the mirror the first time and your heart swells. Stylish feels like an understatement. I don't think I've ever seen anyone look as radiant for their wedding. I don't know if it's my nerves talking or pure excitement, but I'm ready to get the show on the road. We'll see you down there. Good luck! Ruby and Margaret head downstairs, leaving you alone in the bathroom. Okay, it's time to do this. You walk to the stairs, feeling empty space beside you. Uncle Tommy, I'm getting married for real this time, and nobody else is walking me down the aisle. I know. You're here in spirit. You'd never let me feel alone on a day like today. Give a moment of silence, remembering Uncle Tommy and everything he did for you. I hope this is a good way to honor your memory. The wedding music begins to play, and you wipe your eyes with your uncle's handkerchief. Here goes nothing. You step into the bar where all your friends stand in anticipation. I'm so happy for you. You look great. Congrats. And then your gaze lands on your handsome fiancé. Trystan stands beside Mafalda with pride, eyes filled with deep affection. Wow. You arrive at the makeshift altar by the bar, the backdrop full of alcohol bottles, framed photos of your uncle and dad. You took the words right out of my mouth. Tears stream from Trystan's eyes. I've never seen someone so beautiful before. You're stunning. Hey, partner. That's okay. Let it out. Trystan moves to wipe his tears, but you reach for his arm. We're about to be married. You don't have to hide your emotions from me. That's exactly why I'm crying. Today's the beginning of the rest of our lives together. And I can't wait to find out where that life will take us. Ahem. I hate to interrupt, but I do have a wedding ceremony to officiate. Your guests laugh while Luke and Ruby enthusiastically whistle. You smile and nod your approval, giving Mafalda the okay to begin. On behalf of Chloe Rose and Trystan Thorne, I want to thank you all for being here today. Yeah, baby. Woohoo! I've known Rose since she was a little kid, bright-eyed and eternally curious. I'm so honored that she asked me to preside at her wedding. The two of you exchange a warm smile, both of you no doubt thinking of your father. Now, if I may, I'd like to ask everyone for a moment of silence to honor those who couldn't join us here today. Trystan reaches for your hand as everyone bows their heads. Mom, Dad, Tommy, thank you for everything. I'd be nowhere without you. I love you. Now, a union between two people should never be entered into lightly. It takes more than just love to make a marriage work. It takes shared experiences, shared goals. It also takes fundamental differences to help push each other and evolve and grow. That's how I know Rose and Trystan have the foundation to last a lifetime. You lock eyes with Mafalda. Let's hear our... I think we all know our differences. And similar differences, why not? From the very start, these two were polar opposites, only brought together by a challenging case. She's not wrong. Trystan values safety, hard facts. Rose is more adventurous, and she isn't afraid to follow a gut instinct. Have you met... What?! Chloe, I'd say, is hard facts, and Trystan is adventurous. She knows us well. That's what helps them make such a great team, or as they like to call each other, partners. Rose pushes Trystan out of his comfort zone. Trystan knows when to rein Rose in, a task few have attempted and even fewer have succeeded. Ain't that the truth? Let's hear our similarities. Though it may not seem like it on the surface, Rose and Trystan share a lot of the same values and morals. Oh, they should be interesting. The tactics they may use may differ, but the goals themselves are the same. They both hold dear their relationship, their friendships, their integrity, their passion for uncovering the truth. One of us may be more intense about it than the other. Guilty as charged. In a world where chaos often wins, Rose and Trystan possess the tools to keep each other in check, to keep each other grounded. You and Trystan keep your gazes locked on each other, letting the joy of the moment wash over you. I know from experience marriage isn't always easy, but when you can lean on your partner in times of need, it makes all the difference. Mafalda looks over at Teresa and her daughters with a grin. But you all didn't come here to hear me speak. You're here for the couple of the hour. Everyone cheers. Have you two prepared your own vows? Okay. Share our personal vows. Rose will start with you. You take a crinkled piece of paper. In typical Rose family fashion, I only put these words to paper this morning, but they've been in my heart since the day I met you. Ruby retrieves a tissue from her bag and dries her eyes. Already, Chloe hasn't even said anything. I'm just so happy. Before meeting you, I was bullheaded, stubborn. I wasn't afraid to go after what I wanted, even if it meant putting myself in danger. Some may say you're still that way. Mafalda and the rest of the agency chuckle. For better or for worse, you've changed me, Trystan Thorne. You knew it'd take a privileged and cocky prince to warm my jaded heart. Trystan crinkles his nose, attempting to hold back a floodgate of tears. So, do I promise to love you through sickness and health, for richer or for poorer, and all those other traditional vows? Of course I do. But above all else, I promise to be your partner. Not just when it comes to work, but in all aspects of our life together. I want you to be able to lean on me as much as I lean on you. That's real partnership. That's what you deserve. What we both deserve. And yes, I know I can get sidetracked easily. You can say that again. Heck, I've found myself in a casino basement kidnapped by mobsters. Vivaldi shakes her head. Maybe you leave the Scarlattis out of your vows, Rose? You look Trystan deep in the eyes, forgetting what's written on your paper, and speak from your heart. What it comes down to, Trystan, I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for you. You've been my savior. From this day forward, I promise to be yours. Tears fall from Tristan's eyes. I knew this was gonna happen. That's just another reason I love you. You taught me it's okay to show your emotions. Tears are mandatory. It is a wedding. Your guests laugh, bringing an even brighter smile to your lips. Aside from the tears, there are a few other constants you get when you're in a relationship with Trystan Thorn. A love of laughter, a loyal friendship, and a knack for throwing the absolute best parties. So, I also promise to be your best friend. They say the best relationships are those that are built from friendship. Well, I couldn't imagine a better friend than you. And you. I promise to match your fierce loyalty. I promise to lend an ear when you need it, and I promise to share my fears and my dreams with you always. I often look back on the day we first met, our first ever fight, in a way. Who could have ever predicted someone who was a person of interest in a case would wind up being my person? So, believe me when I say this, from the bottom of my heart, I love you, Trystan Thorn. Everyone at the drunk tank, your closest friends who love you all the same, applaud in celebration. Trystan looks out at the guests, wiping away more tears. Hey, it's not over yet. I believe it's my turn. Trystan, whenever you're ready. Trystan takes your hands in his and looks you in the eye with love. Chloe Rose, maybe known to many as a savvy detective with an insatiable drive to find justice. But to me, Chloe Rose is my friend, my lover, my confidant, my entire world. Your heart leaps to your throat and tears prick your eyes. Every couple faces challenge. Life with Chloe isn't any different. Except some of our challenge include getting stabbed, being chased through the streets of the city, getting kidnapped. It keeps us on our toes. But despite those challenges, never once have I regretted choosing to start a life with you. In fact, those challenges have forged a bond between us I never knew was possible. Marjorie tears up and Ruby hands her a tissue. Never seen him so enamored before. Chloe, I promise to love you until the day I die, and beyond. I promise to encourage you when you need it, and advise you to pull back when you're blinded by your own ideals. I'll be the one by your stand, your partner, your person, forever and always. Trystan turns to your guests. Okay, you can all applaud now. The room erupts in applause while you keep your gaze on Trystan. That was beautiful. Sometimes I swear you know me better than I know you myself. I have a feeling we're both still in for a few more surprises. Our adventure is only beginning. And now the rings. Ruby sharply nudges Luke on the arm. Psst. That's my cue. Luke reaches into his jacket pocket, retrieving the rings and hangs them from Alice's collar. Come here, Alice. Alice brings them to you and Trystan. Good girl. The exchange of these rings symbolizes your commitment to each other and your commitment to your vows. Trystan slips the ring on your ring finger and you follow suit. To the rest of our lives together. to the rest of our lives together. I officially pronounce you married. You may now kiss the groom." Trystan cups your face in his hands and plants a passionate kiss on your lips. Caution of the wind. You grab his face, return his hunger with a heated kiss of your own. Your mind swirls in the heady warmth of his lips. You get it, Chloe? After several moments, you pull back, your heart racing. Just a little preview of our wedding night. The drunk tank erupts into applause, and several of the guests cheer. Congrats to the happy couple. Is it time for cake now? Leah, I told you to be patient. It may not be time for cake, Leah, but how do you feel about cheese? I love cheese. Trystan whistles. Bring out the cheese plates, guys. The girls turn their heads towards the kitchen, but no one comes out. Uh-oh, did someone forget to arrange the cake for catering? Thompson and Mafalda look at Trystan and laugh. Why do I feel like I'm the one who's one of those hidden prank shows right now? We're not having the reception here. Thompson and Mafalda pitched in and booked a proper party hall. But you said you didn't want a grand reception. You're not the only one who knows how to compromise. Trystan wraps his arms around you and plants another kiss on your lips, then turns to the guests. Well, let's get this party started. You and your guests arrive at a downtown venue where the wedding reception quickly gets underway. Guests eat, drink, and mingle while you and Trystan slowly dance in each other's arms. Does it feel any different now that you're officially my husband? It's like the clouds have parted and a gleaming ray of light is shining down on me. You sure that's not the stage lights? Doesn't matter to me. All I know is I feel overjoyed, with a nice sigh of relief. Same. It was a windy road, but your vows alone made it all worth it. Please, keep the praise coming. I don't want to imagine a day in my life without you. Ah, that warms my heart. Careful, or you're gonna get heartburn. I never heard that before. Usually it's, careful or your heart will go 3 times bigger. Yes, I am the Grinch. Suddenly there's a tap on your shoulder and a stern yet lively voice cuts in. I hate to interrupt, but the Thorns have arrived to congratulate the happy couple. Surprise, brother! Yo, what's your wedding hashtag? I'll tell you a story, no charge. Littles, Patrick, Astrid. We've been sent to represent the family. I was doing a fine job of that already, but the more the merrier. There's no shortage of Thorns here now. Lydia admires your wedding attire. You look fantastic. Ah, thank you. Margaret's still working her design magic, I see. Can I do anything less? But yo, you didn't even post about it beforehand, yo. This look is exclusive. So, Astrid, where's your +1? I love to meet the latest and greatest. I didn't bring one. Astrid's leaving all the notifications on read. Who are you and what have you done with my sister? I'm in my focus on myself era. I like this for you. Listen, I want to talk to Patrick about as much as I want to talk to Aaron from Breaking Bad. Anyway. Yo, Mr. White! No, I'm good. Later that evening, the 2 of you cut into the wedding cake, and your hand holding the knife with Trystan's. This is so cute. Now feed each other. Ruby holds her phone out, acting as your unofficial photographer. Feed each other the cake? It's a tradition. Teresa and I did it. A naughty glint hit your eye, a look your husband is all too familiar with. Don't you dare. Shove the cake in his face. Yeah, no. No. You hold up your slice of cake and smirk. I suppose I'll play nice this time. You bring the cake to his mouth and he takes a bite, a small amount of frosting sticking to his lips. Just because you played nice doesn't mean I have to. You mother... Trystan grabs another slice and smears the icing all over your mouth. Trystan! There's the happy wedding couple. You look over to see your Uncle Tommy's ex-girlfriend, Sophia, and her son, Maddie. Sophia, Maddie, I'm so glad you were able to make it. Oh, well, you got a little something on your face there. Thanks to someone. You grab a napkin and wipe the icing from your face. After the news broke about Rhonda Scarlatti, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to thank you in person. We can rest easy now that Tommy's killer is off the streets. Thank you for never giving up. Teresa serves Sophia and Maddie slices of cake and they go to take their seats. You turn to Trystan, wiping icing from your lips. That's why I never gave up the case. There was more lives affected than just mine. You're on the dance floor holding your wedding bouquet, and all the single people gather behind you. Okay, we all know how this works, right? The one to catch the bouquet is the next to walk down the aisle. Do I have to be here? All single people means all single people. Yo, smile for the selfie, yo! Just keep your hands down. It'll be over soon. No, you two are no fun. Pass it to me, please. I want to end my focus on myself here in the arms of a dreamboat. Whoever gets the flowers, remember to call me for your wedding outfits. We've got this, Luke. Shouldn't we talk about this first? They're not even single. You want to try and stop us? Oh, Jesus Christ. No, just get it over with. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, this is cheating. There should be randomness to this. I'm not even kidding. There should be randomness. Like, it should be whoever we built points up. I know Ruby's our BFF, but it should have gone to someone else because she's already got Luke. So I'm just gonna be Mr. Randomer person. Miss Doom and Gloom. You toss the bouquet, and Ruby leaps out in front of all the others, reaches for the bouquet, but it slips through her fingers and bounces to Lydia's hands. I want no part in this. Oh, too bad the flowers ended up with you. Not anymore. Lydia shoves the bouquet in Astrid's hands. Yes! That's not how this works. It doesn't work like that. Lydia got the bouquet first, so she has their power. Romance will still strike her when she doesn't expect it. I smell a royal wedding in our future. You're all delusional. Listen, I don't see you scowling anymore. While the party rages on, you take a short breather, sitting back in a chair and kicking off your shoes. So, this is where my dance partner snuck off to. You pat the chair next to you, inviting Trystan to sit. He does. I wanted to take it all in. We have so many people here who love and support us. Trystan follows your gaze to the crowd where Mafalda dances with her wife and daughters. That's not how you do the steps, Mom. Try again. Only if I have my dance partner with me. I'll lead you through it. Mordred and the other Thorns laugh together. Show it to us again, Patrick. This is the best cat video I've ever seen. Wait till you hear the remixed version, y'all. I just... Jumps and bonds with Lydia over drinks. And then the perp comes running out in nothing but his underwear. Investigations rarely go where you expect them to. Luke and Ruby kiss in the corner. I love you. I love you more. We've created quite the family for ourselves. You rest your head on Trystan's shoulder. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. Later that night, the reception has wrapped up and you and Trystan arrive back at his apartment. Before you can step foot inside the apartment, Trystan lifts you into his arms. Trystan, what are you doing? Carrying my wife over the threshold. I like the sound of that, your wife. As your feet return to the ground, he meets you in a steamy kiss. Tonight has been the greatest night of our life. I have never felt this kind of joy. I lived through so much heartache growing up. I always dreamed of something better, about getting my own happily ever after. But I wasn't sure it would ever come. Trystan gently lifts your chin to meet his gaze. Happily ever afters are for fairy tales. What we have is far more real. He inches closer and closer until his waist is flush with your hands, massaging along your hips. Some of our days will be filled with excitement, growth, others filled with sorrow and pain. But no matter what happens, at the end of the day, we're safe in each other's arms. His hands crawl up your back, and he tugs down on your zipper until your outfit falls to the floor. Something feels different. You smirk at him with burning desire. I feel something too. Like I need my husband more than ever. I need my wife more than ever. I'll remove Trystan's clothing. You remove his jacket, unbutton his dress shirt, tossing them both aside. Are you getting the idea? He removes his pants, then meets your gaze as he slips off his underwear. Oh, I'm getting quite a few ideas. You chuckle, careful not to break eye contact. You're so bad. Let me show you just how bad. His eyes darken with desire. It is our wedding night, after all. I know. But we know where this is gonna go. Anything for you. You step in close, meet the warmth of his lips. Your tender, sweet kisses slowly pick up steam until the night fades away in heady pleasure. Listen, we all know what happens at wedding nights. Listen, we all know. 1 week later, you and Trystan return from your honeymoon and stop by the agency. You enter the office to find the gang waiting for you, gathered in front of a large "Welcome Home" banner. Welcome home, lovebirds. It's good to see you. Hope you didn't miss us too much. Sorry, what's your name again? I forgot you. Alice runs to your side, smothering you and Trystan with kisses. Oh, we missed you, girl. Don't worry, we didn't come in empty-handed. You know what? I'm not even going to touch that with a pun. Nope. Trystan pulls a rubber toy bone from his pocket. Courtesy of LaGuardia Airport, Alice takes it in her mouth and runs around the office. She's almost as happy to see you as we are. How was your Greek cruise? The memories of your trip bring a wistful smile to your face. It was filled with romance. You pulls Trystan in for a kiss. It was like my husband and I were the only two people on the ship. We did spend a lot of time in the cabin, often and frequently. I'm glad you enjoyed yourselves, but can you spare us the details? I can't wait to get married and go on my honeymoon. Luke turns beet red. Let's table that and officially close the Scarlatti case. Back on the job already. What do we do? Congratulations, you solved clues bonus scene. Look through these. Genevosi points to a stack of paperwork on the conference table. You sift through them. This is all for the Rhonda charges? Mafalda nods, lining one of the documents in particular in front of you. We took the liberty of compiling all the evidence and preparing a statement. You see all the clues you collected over the investigation. We did all this. I may not have realized it at the time, but each clue steered us in the right direction. Oh my god, are you serious? Cipher. You'd pick up the cipher and turn up the notches of the disc. The cipher led me to the Oklahoma and the witness. With some help from yours truly. Don't ahem, you were hiding information the entire time. It was my job, and I still helped when it counted. It was a team effort. If it wasn't for everyone's help, I would have thought that my dad had gone crazy in his final days, leaving a clue like that. Oh my god, we can't skip this shit? Dude, okay, listen. We have played every single chapter. I know some of you may, have the inclination to be like, man, what? I remember this piece, but what did it do? For the rest of us, can we hit a skip button? Remember when, end bonus scenes were, cool, never-before-seen things? Yeah, me too. The photo. You pick up the photo of you and your dad, the one Tommy gave you on your first wedding day. It's a copy of the original. We felt bad making it, but it's required as evidence. As long as I keep the original, this was the last thing Tommy gave me before he died. And it had the key to the cipher all along. Wow, that's clever. Just like Tommy to pull something like that. It was the breakthrough I needed to continue the case, else I might have given up. It was just like Jimmy and Tommy were working together to help you. You pick up the false weapon Jesse Wrangler gifted you in Oklahoma. I still can't believe my dad pulled a fast one on the Scarlatti. Right in their faces, too. All to save one man. I wonder what happened to Jesse now. It's his choice. He can stay at Jesse Wrangler, or he can be reunited with his family in New York once Rhonda is tried and sentenced. At the very least, I hope he lets his old family know he's still alive. You look back in the evidence box, your eyes falling on the incidental items found during the investigation. The flogger. You pull out the flogger you took from Mr. Dumani. You sure find some interesting things on your cases. It's a professional hazard. Ruby takes it and playfully whips Luke. I may have to get myself one of these. Only if I get to use it too. Settle down, you two. Wow, the evidence is right in front of us. It was Dumani was trying to tell me it was Rhonda was behind the drug ring. But she and her gun got to him first. Can't see him shedding any tears for that guy. Neither am I, and thankfully we got Rhonda in the end. Thompson spots the baseball cards you swiped from her office. I've been looking all over for these. You don't seem like a baseball card kind of person. It was my dad's, which is why we swiped it. Rude. Sorry, but no, it's alright. What did the message "go a long way, Maria" mean? You can't close every case in the span of a Law and Order episode. That was his way of telling me to play the long game. It took 15 years, but the truth prevailed. Finally, you look over the clues found inside the Scarlatti places of interest. Plaque. You pick up the plaque, trace your fingers along the engraving of your dad's name. I was shocked when I first found this, but now I get to see it as a symbol of my dad's willingness to play the long game. He put it all on the line to become friends with the mayor, Brigham, and earn Rhonda's trust. Even leaving his close friends in the dark about it. He was one of a kind. I think that plaque is a great memento of his memory. I think so too. Cards. Trystan picks up the trick cards you found in the basement of the Casino Nostra. I'm not a big fan of these cards. It reminds me of the night I almost lost you to Big V. It was not fun sitting in the van while you two were both radio silent. We feared the worst. Luckily, my husband-to-be came to my rescue. I wouldn't pass up an opportunity for a dashing rescue. You're welcome for the raid, by the way. Yeah, thanks for not shooting us. It was a good distraction, at least. For you and for Rhonda. We couldn't have known that, but I should have guessed. These cards belong to the real boss, not Big V. The ring. Margaret holds up the ring with the Scarlatti seal you managed to swipe from Rhonda. Don't forget the final nail in the crime boss coffin. Not only did we take down a crime boss, we humiliated one. She killed my friend. She deserved it and more. And now she's powerless and about to be locked behind bars for the rest of her life. Glance over the evidence, relief pouring through you, and that the case is now closed. Good riddance to the Scarlatti. Thompson hands you a pin. All you have to do is sign, and the DA is ready to formally prosecute Rhonda for the murders of Jimmy Rose and Tommy Green. This is what they call poetic justice. Enjoy the rest of your life behind bars, Rhonda. Isn't she, like, really old and barely gonna serve any time? I'm just saying. With Trystan at your side, you sign your name on the form. It'd be easier if she was just taken out back and bang! Anyway. I'm an anti-hero sometimes. They say nice guys finish last, but my dad taught me from a young age that we're the ones who will always come out on top. Ruby raises a brow, looking you over quizzically. Why does it feel like there's something different about you? I mean, you're the same Chloe. You seem lighter, refreshed. Believe it or not, my wife lived up to her promise, completely unplugged this week. It helped me realize my relationships deserve as much of my time and attention as my work. You look over to Trystan and smile. It took a couple of months for the lesson to sink in, but better late than never. So, we've talked it over, and I'm taking a sabbatical from the agency to focus on my marriage. Mafalda goes momentarily speechless, a tear pricking her eye. I knew this day would come. I promised myself I wouldn't get emotional. That's great, but we're gonna miss you guys. You can say that again. What are we gonna do without you? I don't know, solve some shit. You got Thompson? I'm sure Thompson can step up while I'm gone. I'll do my best. Besides, taking a break from the agency doesn't mean we're taking a break from our family. You can't get rid of us that easily. Then you can't get rid of us that easily either. We're all a team for life. You smile at everyone in the room, the ones who have helped you through thick and thin. Keep my seat warm for me. I'll be back one day. But not too soon. We've got a lot of dinners and several vacations to catch up on. Whatever we do, we'll do it together, partner. Let's live the life we finally deserve, partner. You and Trystan walk out of the agency, ready to focus on a new chapter together. Congratulations, you completed with a high enough detective score to unlock a bonus scene. Oh, now we get a bonus scene. On a bright and sunny day, you and Trystan walk up to the stadium food court, the one outside box 32. Are you sure you're ready for this? Yes. I have to close the case for good. You squeeze Tristan's hand. Thanks for being here. You step up to stand with a $5 in your hand. I'll take a pair of Cracker Jacks. As the worker grabs 2 boxes from the shelf, you turn back to Trystan, making sure he's still there. I'm not going anywhere. Promise. The worker hands you the Cracker Jacks too. You return to Trystan. I got him. It's not easy coming back here after all this time. I'm proud of you. I want to honor my dad. My dad loved our days at the ballpark. I want to keep that one alive. One game at a time. He'd love to see you carry on the tradition. And that I'm not alone in doing it. A worker calls out a number, and Trystan picks up his order from the stand. A plate of too many chili fries, a hot dog, and an oversized drink. You gonna be able to eat all that? No, but I want the authentic ballpark experience. Eating so much you knock yourself out of action the next few days? I could use a break anyway. We've had a good run these past few months. We've been all around New York, Coney Island, upstate, too many restaurants to count. We're using string to connect restaurant reviews instead of clues. And I wouldn't want it any other way. I'm glad we can add baseball to the list. It's foreign to me, but I know it's important to you. It feels like I'm sharing a part of my dad with you. Trystan smiles and rests a supportive hand on your shoulder. I wonder what he'd think if he saw you now. I think he would be proud, ask how I found such a strange husband, quiz me on, take me out to the ball game. I think he would be proud. I got justice for him, but more importantly, I found happiness. There's not much else a dad could ask for. You hear the crack of a bat and the roar of the crowd. Come on, we're missing the action. You turn to go, but Trystan pulls you back and kisses you, the heat of his lips making you forget about the crowd entirely. Now I'm ready for anything and everything. Come on, partner. Thank you for playing Crimes of Passion 3. What? No usual statement at the end? Alright, first and foremost, before we talk, please remember that if you did enjoy the content, to like, share, and subscribe. That's it. I mean, yeah, you could always support. There's the join and whatnot features, but again, that's up to you. Oh, so we've completed yet another book together. We've completed, let's be honest, this is probably Crimes of Passions. That's it. They might bring back some, like, mini book like they did to bring in, COP3, but, something tells me I doubt we'll see the 4. I doubt it. I'll say the following. I always wanted Most Wanted, and in a way, I feel like this was a good spiritual successor to it. I like these types of books, especially that don't revolve entirely around Beyond Chicka Wow Wow. Though I have a problem with 3 is, there was just that really weird pettiness between, you and Trystan about the whole wedding thing. Most people would have understood what was going on, and that was my hugest gripe, pet peeve, whatever you want to have it. I'm glad, however, that it was resolved, but it kind of soured it. Let me be honest with you. It kind of soured book 3. I don't know if you guys ever watched Lois and Clark, the newest one, right? That went for like 4 seasons. But they're like a real couple. Like, when they have problems like this, they handle it. Right? It's just a quick and one and done. And then they move on past it, right? And I just feel like, again, yeah, writing's been really rocky, let's be honest, since a lot of the writers left and whatnot from Pixelberry. It's just been rocky. Do I dislike this book? No. Do I like it? I'm gonna give it a 5 to 6 out of 10. I'm kind of going back and forth because as I talk about this, it kind of sours it for me, the whole Trystan and marriage thing. And you would think that he would definitely have understood what was going on between you and Tommy and your dad and resolving this and the whole 9 yards. I mean, we literally went through a whole entire book based off of his crap, and it like, we literally went across the world for his stuff. And he couldn't have been minorly inconvenienced for the fact that we didn't leave the whole world, we didn't leave even the city, and, like, he didn't return in kind the kindness and respect and everything else that we gave him when it was the prior book, right? We did all that for him and saved his hide. And it just, again, it just felt, like either he was not realizing it, like they didn't even plan to that, and they could have. It's just something that, I don't know, it just kind of soured it for me. But aside from that, we've completed another book together. And let's just end this on a positive note to, if you're still here and you're listening to this, and you tune into my content, I want to thank you. Right? I work with what I work with, right? But I still try and give you guys 110% every time. I just want to say thank you. Each and every one of you right now, watching, listening, you mean the world to me. You may not know it, right? You may be one of those people who has never even talked on the channel or posted or done anything. I don't care, because I still know you exist. And that means a lot to me. I would like to know you. I would like to, like I've always said, I want to build this channel, this community up. And I want to keep doing this until whenever, right? And then, yeah, we've lost over these past few years. There's been people who have passed away that used to watch this content, that used to be in my life, that used to be my friends, family. It's been a lot of loss. Especially as you get older. More and more loss. And you start feeling it. That's why I've built this channel Another reason that it just adds to the list of reasons why I've built this is it's for everyone. It's so we can support one another, right? It's so, if you got a bad day, you can always come to me. We got a Discord. Feel free to come in there, talk with me, talk with us. We share all sorts of stuff in the whole 9 yards. There's a thing down below in the description for it, and we'd be more than happy to have you there. It's just something that, all of you mean a lot to me. Really. You really do. Just hang in there. I know right now it's not looking the greatest, especially with 2025 just starting. Right? It's only February. But just hang in there. Like, united, we are stronger than when we're divided. Doesn't matter anything. Because we're there for one another, whether you're fighting health problems, whether you're fighting personal problems, whatever you're fighting. I've always made sure this channel was one of being there for one another. No matter where you are, who you are, anything. It doesn't matter to me. Literally and figuratively. So, once again, thank you for watching. Love your beautiful faces. And I hope to see you real soon. Peace out.